Good evening. It's Thursday, August 1, 2019 here in Cebu City. I'm Cherry Ann Lim, and here's all you need to know in NewsBits tonight. The Commission on Elections has reminded the public that the barangay and police clearance, as well as the cedula, are not considered valid IDs and will not be accepted for voters' registration. Here's Kenneth Torres for the details.
The Commission on Elections has reminded those who would like to register themselves as voters that barangay and police clearance as well as cedula will not be accepted as valid IDs. Election Officer Ferdinand Gohilde said these documents will not be categorized as valid IDs. Gohilde added that barangay clearance is vulnerable to abuse, especially that barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan elections are scheduled in May 2020. He said valid IDs are those issued by the government or those with a photo, a signature, and authorized signatory from the office. He said the Comelec only accepts a student ID or library ID, employee's ID, postal ID, senior citizen's ID, driver's license, and BI clearance, passport, and IDs issued by the Social Security System, Government Service Insurance System, Integrated Bar of the Philippines, and Professional Regulation Commission. In case the registrant has no valid ID or document, a relative up to 4th civil degree of consanguinity or affinity can serve as a witness to the person's identity. People flocked to Comelec offices nationwide as voters' registration started today. The public can register until September 30, 2019. Under a Comelec resolution, any Filipino citizen who is not yet a registered voter but will turn 15 years old on May 11, 2020 and residing in a barangay for at least 6 months on or before Election Day is eligible to register. Kenneth Torres, NewsBits Tonight.
More than 2 million pesos worth of illegal drugs were seized in a series of drug busts in the cities of Talisay and Cebu. One of the arrested suspects was a senior high school student. Here's Chari Coronel for the details.
A senior high school student who has been considered a high-value target was among the persons arrested in a drug bust around 8 p.m. Wednesday in Barangay Labangon, Cebu City. The 18-year-old student was identified as Lovelyn Joy Gumutong. Aside from Gumutong, police also arrested Lilibet Navales and Jo Marie Susun. Recovered from the suspects were a big sachet of substance believed to be shabu, worth 700,400 pesos. Around 10 p.m. on the same day, Carbon Police Station arrested another high-value target in a drug bust in sitio Pig Vendor, Barangay Ermita. The suspect was identified as Rolly Juros, who yielded illegal drugs worth 1.4 million pesos. In Talisay City, a 34-year-old woman who was arrested in a drug bust in San Jose Village, Barangay Lawaan Tres yesterday afternoon. The suspect, April Villarias, yielded 50 grams of shabu worth 340,000 pesos. The arrested suspects will face charges for violation of the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002. Chari Coronel, NewsBits Tonight.
More stories in NewsBits Tonight after this short break. Three armed men from Negros Oriental were arrested in Badian, Cebu yesterday afternoon. Here's Wendelin Sabalo for the details.
3 armed men from Negros Oriental were arrested at Lambog Beach in Badian, Cebu yesterday afternoon. The suspects identified themselves as Danny Harold Tancinco, Ronnie Heribayas, and Marlon Basalo. Authorities, however, have yet to verify their identities. Police Regional Office Central Visayas Director Debold Sinas said a report from Barangay Intelligence Network of Ayungin Negros Oriental made the arrest possible. The 3 armed men arrived in Cebu on board a motorized bangka. They were arrested around 1 in the afternoon after docking on Lombog Beach. The suspects who wore backpacks yielded firearms and explosives. Recovered from Tansinco were a caliber .38 revolver with 4 ammunition, 2 rifle grenades, and subversive documents. Heribayas and Basalo yielded a caliber .45 pistol, a caliber .38 revolver, 10 ammunition, 2 40mm M203 ammunition, 1 hand grenade, a tactical map, and subversive documents. The 3 were brought to Badian Police Station and will face appropriate charges. Wenelin Sabalo, NewsBits Tonight.
Here's the latest in sports with Kenneth Torres.
The defending champion University of the Visayas Green Lancers will take a showdown against Southwestern University Finma Cobras in Game 1 of the best-of-3 final series in the CISAFI 2019 Partners Cup at the Cebu Coliseum tomorrow. The top-seeded Green Lancers made it to the finals after beating the 4th-seeded University of San Carlos Warriors 78-70 in the semifinals. Meanwhile, the 2nd-seeded Cobras came off an impressive win against the 3rd-seeded University of Cebu Webmasters 84-72 in a separate semifinals. The Green Lancers finished the elimination round with 10-2 record, while Cobras ended with 9-3 card. In their last meeting, Cobras took a revenge against Green Lancers with a come-from-behind win, rallying in the payoff period to come away with 77-74 victory. This after the Green Lancers defeated the Cobras in their first meeting in the first round of the double elimination. Meanwhile, the high school championship match will also be played tomorrow. Kenneth Torres, NewsBits Tonight.
To get the latest, visit www.sunstar.com.ph. Follow us on our YouTube channel and official social media accounts on Twitter and Facebook. I'm Sherry Ann Lim. Good evening.